one of my teen favorites, Vampire Academy. I don't know how to feel. Hello my lovelies, welcome back. My name is Vidi for those of you who are new here. As y'all read in the title or saw in the thumbnail, we're going to do another reading vlog. This might turn into a little bit of a series because I am rereading one of my teen favorites, which is Vampire Academy. I really want to dive into the books that I was reading when I was a teenager, and these were my favorite books, right? And Vampire Academy I actually was able to buy at a library sale and I got it for like $1. I'm starting off with Vampire Academy, and I do want to turn this into a series just because these were my favorite, but this book could be very problematic because of an age gap and a teacher-student relationship that is in the story. I know that these books are not going to hit the same way that they did when I was a teenager because I have my frontal lobe developed. Hopefully some things might not fly the way they did back then, but I'm still excited to see if at least the overall writing or the plot or the characters still hold true. But anyway, that's kind of the gist of this video. We're just going to be reading this first book. I was sick in the next few clips. This is future me going back and doing the intro because there was no way I was going to be able to do this intro and not sound super congested. And even now I'm still a little bit congested. Points aside, I'll see y'all in a bit to actually talk about the book, rate it, and review it. In the meantime, grab a drink, get cozy, and let's get started with this video. This whole time, these past few clips have been my camera on the wrong setting. I'm allowed to fangirl because I'm 27 right now, okay? It makes sense for me to be into this man, but I'm so excited because we just met Dimitri. I'm a little dizzy. I'm still recovering from being sick. Let's read a little bit more. Now that I know that my camera was on the wrong mode this whole time, no wonder it was so dark. I'm like,
have I always struggled filming with this lighting before?
It's not the best quality, but this just feels cozy to me. I understand Rose was a problem child when she was in the school. Like, I'm pretty sure she was like the class clown, always kind of rifling things up, getting on their teachers' nerves and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure she was just a problem child, right? But the humiliation they like to put her through is so mean and unnecessary. Like, why are you doing this to a child? Sorry, I'm still recovering, but I feel a lot better. I picked up my book in the meantime while I wait to go wash my face and stuff like that, but I wanted to read it a little bit more. I think, yeah, I did read a little bit after making the cookies last night, and I just have like a little quick comment I want to say. I'm really liking this book, and I don't know if it's because I like the book or if it's because it's nostalgic to me. If I'm being honest, the writing is not my favorite. I have definitely grown from liking this kind of writing, but it makes sense because it's a young adult book. So the thought process of our narrator, who's a 17-year-old girl, is very clear-cut with snarky comments here and there. I wanted to start recording because we're in this part where she's talking with Dimitri, and if I remember correctly, Dimitri is about to like pin her to the mat, and oh my god. I still don't understand how this romance developed. I can see close proximity, but it's just like, dude, you okay. Never mind, it's not that part, and I gotta go pretty soon, so I'm gonna pause here. Seeing how Rose was back then and stuff like that, I'm just like,
you wanted to be that so bad. It's so bad.
The idea of being this badass character, I loved those badass characters, not the damsel in distress, the one that would fight their way through everything. Definitely very pick-me vibes, but that's fine. That was just a thing of my generation, and that's okay. We learn to grow. Oh, this is going to be a chatty vlog, huh? Okay, I'm in chapter 10, a little bit less than halfway through the book right now. Let me bring y'all closer as soon as I put my bookmark back. Dimitri caught Jesse and Rose, right? We're in that part. We went through the whole lecture. I'll be honest, right now, I'm like almost halfway through the book, and there hasn't really been much chemistry between Dimitri and Rose like I remembered. And mind you, I shipped this couple so hard when I was younger. So I don't know if I was imagining it. This scene, if anything, just made me wish that they did not get together. Just this phrase where she says, why is it so wrong to, I don't know, have fun? I'm 17, you know? I should be able to enjoy it. Just that like phrase alone, and then him going on to explain like,
well, you're not like other 17-year-olds, you have more responsibility
and stuff like that. I just feel like the author tried to reason her maturity, because that's just the whole point, that they're supposed to mature a lot quicker because they have this responsibility as soon as they turn 18 to like take care of someone else's life and protect them. I don't know how to feel. I obviously know how to feel about it. I feel uncomfortable, and that's why it's uncomfortable to read it, because I just wish that was not the case. I wish they had not gone that route with this story, because it would have been so much better. Okay, we're back on my couch, on my corner. I was going to make this vlog in different places so you wouldn't be tired of seeing my couch, but as you all know, I have been sick the past few days. I am just going to continue doing this vlog here. I'm over halfway through the book, maybe have like 200 pages. Yeah, math. I can't math right now. Point is, I think I can finish this today because the reading has been really easy, and I have maybe an hour, 2 hours before my boyfriend gets home. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm in the part where the rumors about Lisa and Rose kind of spread, and Lisa's kind of just like, okay,
I'm done being under the radar. I'm going to go back and like be a boss-ass girl and get revenge for you.
And then Rose had her like breakdown, which makes sense. She's a teenager. Of course, rumors are going to get to her. That's kind of where we're at right now. I have less than 50 pages to go to finish this book. Like I thought. I am so blind I can't see the clock. It's 5:02. I think I can finish this within the next 30 minutes or so, which is perfect because I have to get cooking now. We just got through the part of Dimitri and Rose under the compulsion spell because of the necklace. And if there's something I've noticed in the story, is that there is chemistry between Dimitri and Rose, but not as much as I remembered. There wasn't as much Dimitri Rose moments as I remembered. I think most of them came after the first book. I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish this. We're back here. Just some closing remarks on the story. Not a full review because I have not written a review and I don't know exactly what to say about the book, except that I liked it, mostly because it felt nostalgic to me. I just realized I never talked about what this book is about, so really quick. If you have not heard or read or watched, because I believe there's a movie and a series now, this story is a urban paranormal fantasy book where we have a vampire world essentially mixed into a human world. However, their world, the vampire world and the human world, is kept very separate. It's basically, the story follows Lisa and Rose, who are best friends. They grew up together and they were in this tragic accident where Lisa lost her whole family. Rose was the only one that survived that accident with Lisa, and ever since then they had this bond, this like spiritual bond that was created between them, where Rose can feel her emotions and see through Lisa's eyes. Sometimes she gets sucked in, and so Rose is training to be I guess you can say a security guard for Lisa. And so during their time in the academy when they were doing this training, some stuff happened with Lisa that Rose felt like it was unsafe for them, and then they ran away from the academy. 2 years later, get taken back to the academy, and that's where the story starts, right? And it kind of just follows Lisa, Rose, and then them trying to integrate themselves back into this school. It's a vampire high school world. So that's kind of the gist of the story. There's a bigger plot overall. There's, I think, like 6 or 7 books. I might be wrong. It might be like 5 books. So there is a bigger plot overall, but that's kind of like how it starts off. I feel like the writing is very simple and very easy to follow. There's definitely a lot more telling than showing in this kind of writing. It's less descriptive. You're in a 17-year-old girl's mind, so it's snarky, there's sarcasm, there's some things that she says and you're just like but considering the time that this was written and stuff like that, I'm not saying it's okay, but it makes sense because a lot of things that were okay back then are not okay now. So there's definitely a lot of like pick me vibes. There's a lot of girl on girl hate. There's a lot of misogynistic themes as well. As a teenager, I probably was bothered by it, but I couldn't understand why. And now that I'm older, I can see things like that. So yes, this book, I feel like if I did not have an attachment to it, I probably would have not liked it reading it now as an adult, right? If I had no idea what this book was about and I just picked it up, it definitely was not for me. I am not the targeted audience at all. So that's kind of what I feel like with the Vampire Academy. As for the whole inappropriate relationship between Dimitri and Rose, I don't know why I felt like there was so much chemistry between them when I was a teenager, because reading back now, I don't really see it as much. It's not really pushed onto you as much as I thought it was. I think maybe throughout the series it starts to develop a lot more, but at least now there was just a few instances. There was not a lot of like moments with them together outside of like them training, and you could see her develop a crush, which I feel like that makes sense when you're in close proximity, you're with someone showing that they care about you, especially with her, who she has no relation with her parents whatsoever. She has no idea who her dad is. She has no relationship with her mom. Of course, she's going to develop some kind of attachment to a mentor that's actually giving her the attention and time of day and helping her grow. I feel like that does make sense. It's inappropriate that he returns the feelings, but I do appreciate that he acknowledges that maybe if they were older, like 10 years older, that age gap might not be such a big deal, but she's a child and he's an adult, and he acknowledges that. And he also acknowledged that he's in a position of power and feels like he's taking advantage of her. So at least there's that. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely something I would have preferred not for it to happen in the book, because reading it as an adult, I actually really enjoy their mentor-mentee relationship. I feel like she really needs that adult in her life that actually supports her and can be there for her, because a lot of the adults in her life don't care for her. Yeah, that's kind of like the gist of the Rose and Dimitri situation. I think overall, as for rating, I'm going to have a bias here. I think if I had no bias and I had come into this completely fresh, not knowing what the story is about, I probably would have given it like either a 3 or a 2.5. But because I have a bias and I enjoyed myself and I was giggly the whole time, I'm going to give it a 4. It's a high rating for this book. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty high rating for this book, but that's just how I feel about it, and that's okay. If you disagree with me, I completely, totally understand. I do want to continue reading the full series because, like I said, I lived for this. I wanted to be Rose so bad. So I do want to continue the series, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy the books. I'm going to try to thrift them or get them secondhand because I want the original covers. I know there's these like new covers now, but I want the original covers. This feels nostalgic to me. And that's Vampire Academy. Like I said, I do want to continue doing a little bit of a series for this. If y'all want to see me read the next book in the Vampire Academy series, let me know down in the comments below. I could go ahead and film myself reading Frostbite. I don't know when that will happen because, like I said, I'm not prioritizing it. It's only if I see it on sale or in the thrift store or something, right? With that said, I do want to continue doing this kind of little mini series of reading books that I enjoyed while I I was in middle school and high school. So I think I will pick up another one of my books. I don't know when, but we'll see what we call this series. But yeah, keep your eyes out for that. I think that's it though. Let me know down in the comments below, have you ever read Vampire Academy? I'm very curious. I feel like it was such a popular book during that time of like 2012 to 2016. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already and you would like to, please subscribe. I usually make book content and now and then I sprinkle a little bit of lifestyle vlogs here and there. But thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful day and I will see y'all next time. Bye!